So for this video I'm going to go through what I believe are the two hardest crowns to obtain on Herald Reborn. The first one is up in the northwest corner of the Herald's world in the hub, and it's what I call this area is the Girder Maze, and this one is up in the far corner out over the water. So you want to come to this area first and just climb up this ramp right here. So if you look at the lower screen, you see where Herald is. And for these, most of this you just want to hold Y and just take it really slow. There's no reason to rush through this. It's probably the hardest crown to obtain in the entire game. And just climb up these purple things. Just do double jumps. If you want to do some rolls in the air, you can, but then you stand a chance of falling. So just double jump each one to get up there. And we're going to go use this ramp first. So we have to walk all the way across the area. And again, taking it slow. And every time you turn, just adjust the camera with your shoulder buttons. Try to line it up as straight as possible. And for this, what I'm doing is I'm staying on the top as much as possible. Like, you could go over there to get up, but you're going to be taking some risky jumps. So what we'll do is come right up against this and just walk against it. And you notice he's not moving. I took my thumb off Y because you're going to need to use B and A, so you can't hold Y. As long as he's not moving from side to side, just double jump. Oops. Double jump and then push A to roll. And he should land right on the girder. You're going to be making about 4 of those jumps during this, and it's possible you could miss one if he moves a little bit. But just and you might have to go back and start over a few times. But like I said, this is the hardest one to get, so you can't expect to get it on the first try. So same thing, just hold straight, and if he's not moving from side to side, do your double jump and roll. So this is where we're going to turn to face now. We're getting actually toward the crown. And we're going to take our detour here because our path ends. And here's another one of those jumps. So he's moving from side to side, so I have to start over, try to line him up. Okay, still moving. Okay, so once he's lined up, just make the jump. Now we're going to have to do some turns here, and it's just a matter of memorizing where you're going, or you can just look at the video, pause it on every turn so you know where to go, so you don't get lost, because it's a pretty big mess up here. One of the most interesting puzzles I've ever seen in a platforming game. So congratulations to Luke Vincent for doing such a nice job on this, putting so much work into it. So this is a tricky jump. You're going to want to jump out toward yourself, toward the camera, and then up here, but don't take your finger off Y, because if you do that, you stand a chance of overshooting it and falling. So when you take your second jump, you're going to go right toward this pole right here, or this vertical column, so that you don't run over the edge. So now we're going to keep climbing. And there's a couple more turns here to get us back on track. You can see the crown on the lower screen here by now. We're going to have to make one more of those tricky jumps before we can get it. Just takes a lot of patience here. Okay, and by now you have it as long as you hold Y and take it slow. And the crown is in your sight now. And there you go, you've done it. So if you can get this crown, you should be able to get almost any crown in the game. There is, however, one more that is really tough to get, so I'm going to go over there now and do it. And it's in what I call the museum area. I'm just going to go south a ways here. And you might remember there's a green portal up in, whoops. Up in this round building area, which I call the museum. So just climb up these two staircases and go right into the portal here. And there's quite a bit of platforming going on if you want to get to this area quickly. But I will say it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy going through the glass, and it makes a cool sound when you go through it. As long as he's at least at a sprint, he'll go right through those things. And we want to get here up on the wall. I'm going to go this way. I overshot it, sorry. It's back here. I'm going to shortcut it across this very thin piece of glass. So just line it up and then drop down and walk slowly. And if you haven't got this crown yet, you can grab it now. And by now you'll start to see, whoops, just fell back to the starting point. So now we're going to start to see the columns in the background there. That's where we're going. I found this to be the second hardest crown to get. What you want to do here is line up your first jump, which is always the closest pillar. And then you want to double jump from, not from the edge here, you want to double jump from the middle. And he should get enough height. So you're going to you're going to push B, and then you're going to rock your thumb from B to A. And he'll go right up on top of it. The next one is probably the hardest jump, and you're going to want to jump right from the very edge, like that. Actually, it's the next one that's the hardest, because he has to go so far. So always jump from the edge, and you'll get enough distance to get to the next pillar. And then here you've got the crown. So again, what you're doing is go right from the middle of the platform, press B to jump, and at the top of your jump, push A as fast as you can. So it's B, B, A, B, B, A. And the faster you push A after B, the higher he will jump, and he'll be able to get up onto those very difficult jumps, which is actually the highest jumps he can make.